What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Shide representing Synchronic Gaming, and today we've got a fantastic Zap Lalo guide for you guys today. So how you can improve your attacks in Clash of Clans, be able to get those 3 stars with a different army compared to Root Rider, which is the Zap Lalo, which is a very fast army in its own right. So let's get done with the talking. Let's jump right in to this attack guide. Okay, so the first base we have right here is a ring base. It's kind of a very compact double poison tower in the core. So we're going to see what Einstein does and how he manages to take down this base with Zap Lalo. We'll give you guys some tips and tricks, all of that good stuff. But remember guys, if you do enjoy the guide, drop a like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here, because we're bringing you videos every single day with Clash of Clans and soon Brawl Stars as well. So as you can see, he has 6 zaps and a quake right here. There's a lot of zap value at the moment because he can potentially be able to pick off the monolith and the poison and the eagle, that multi as well. He can also pick off a scatter or maybe a multi and a poison, depending on what he wants to zap out right here. There's loads of possibilities, so we're going to see what Einstein decides to go for on this one. And there you see that monster quake value. He got the oh no, he doesn't get the eagle because the eagle is 7 zaps because of the new level. So keep that in mind. Max eagle 7 zaps, but he gets the mono, he gets the inferno, and he gets that first poison tower, which is absolutely vital to get when you are doing any sort of Lalo attack, because poison towers do tend to slow it down. Now we're looking at the Sui portion of the Zap Lalo. Now he's dropping his royal champion over at this around about 8 o'clock side, and the queen comes in from the 9 o'clock section, right? First we drop a giant and then an ice golem to tank, so the ice golem can get a little bit further into the base. Now the main reason for this is we send the RC in towards the cannon, so the RC can kind of veer down towards wizard, the warden tower, pick off the eagle, if we're lucky maybe get the multi. And then our main purpose for this queen and king is to come on in and pick off all of this area, so the multi-arch tower, the ricochet cannon, the scatter. So you want to try to pick off as much value as you possibly can. And you're wondering, how is he going to end up getting this scatter shot? Well, if you wait for this multi-arch tower to go down, you can wall break over this queen pad, and then the queen has accessibility to picking off this scatter shot, as we should see Einstein do in a couple of seconds. We also, another tip before I forget, we have the Skelly spell tanking for the royal champion. So she at the moment has got tanking for this king and the grand warden. Grand warden and the king, very dangerous to the royal champion. Without burning her ability, they hit like a truck. So if you can take a Skelly spell to tank for those 2 units, or even like single target infernos or ground expos, it will really allow your royal champion to stay alive for longer, get maximum value from her, which just makes your Lalo so much easier. We had 2 headhunters, they take down the king. Another bonus, make sure you have headhunters, especially for Lalo. Now this is where things get interesting. See, we waited for the multi-arch tower to go down. Once the multi-arch tower goes down, we wall break on this queen pad right here, which now allows this queen to go on forward towards the right side of the base and go in and pick off the scatter, because the royal champion was able to clear all the defenses at the 7 o'clock side, especially that eagle artillery. It forces the queen to go towards the scatter shot compartment now. So what we're going to be able to see at the moment is the queen keeping on going forward and pick off the scatter. In the meantime, we're going to start our Lalo from the 6 o'clock side. Since we saw that the royal champion picked off that multi inferno, we don't need to send the warden over towards the 6 o'clock side. We pop that queen ability as well, and as you can see now, she can pick off the scatter free range. We also dropped a couple more balloons over at the 2 o'clock side, and basically what we're doing here is the 6 o'clock loons set the funnel so that these loons can kind of go up towards like the bomb tower, poison tower, multi, and work up in a straight line, so they're not backtracking for defenses, which can kind of ruin the whole momentum of balloons or Lalo in general. So you want to cut off the rough edges and then have your balloons set going forward and not coming out and back in for defenses or having to trail back, because then you get unexpected splits, which you do not want, and it's going to make your Lalo suffer a lot. We catch the blimp in the Torm right here because we want that Town Hall to go down. So we freeze the Town Hall, we rage up. Normally you want to take Yetis or maybe a couple of balloons and a Dragon Rider, but you will have to rage up to ensure you get down the Town Hall. Freezing on the multi-target Inferno is pretty pretty bog standard stuff right there. You want to make sure that you want to freeze all the splash defenses or defenses that cover multiple troops at once, because balloons don't have a lot of HP, especially now when a lot of people are running the heal tome with the warden eternal tome. But life gem also pretty OP. Heal tome, life gem dependent on the base, of course, but again, very bog standard, very quick Lalo. Really took down this base, dissected it. That's what you need to do if you want to be consistent at 3-starring at Townhall 16 with Zap Lalo. We've got 2 more attacks to show you guys. We're going to break them down, give you guys a further understanding so you can become as good as Einstein. Okay, so the second base right here, it's more of a box type ring base, to be honest. It's anti-2 for sure, but it's more of a box style base right here. So let's just look over what zap value we can attain early on. Considering we have 7 zaps this time, so most likely either there's 2 options right here. We can get the eagle, the multi-arch tower, a rage tower, and a builder hut. We can get a scatter, a rage tower, and a ground export, or we can just zap out the monolith if we wanted to, or we can always just pick off a multi and a ground bow and no, you can't get the rage tower because it's out of the way. But let's see how the pros are going to do it. Let's see what he decides to zap out, and then from there we'll break down the attack, tell you guys why he zapped where he did and why he's entering at certain points of the bases, just to give you guys a little further understanding of how you guys can do Zap Lalo at Townhall 16. Okay, so you can get the receipt. There you have it. I'm not a pro, so sometimes I'm wrong, but there we go. We get a ricochet cannon, we get a multi-archer tower, we get a multi-target inferno, we get a builder hut, and we also get the rage tower. Now if you look at the base already early on, you can see that it's already created some type of Lalo pathing and Sui pathing as well. So if you want to Sui in from the 3 o'clock side, you can. From the 6 o'clock side, you can as well, as this is a straight shot. And then again, taking out that early rage tower is going to really assist in allowing these troops to push on forward, taking less damage. So here early on, we decide we're going to Sui in from the 6 o'clock side. Now the main reason here is we can get this scatter over the wall because it's reachable by the queen. We can get this export as well as the enemy queen, get her out of the way nice and early. We can also have great accessibility for the monolith as well, getting the scatter, lowering out the CC, dealing with that as well. So there's great value right here in terms of why the Sui is going on in. Dropping a couple of loons right there as well, just for the builder hut, ensuring that the queen is going to stay on the inside of the base. We're going to drop a goblin as well for fun. Oh, see, so this is where sometimes you have to make mini adjustments, right? Because the queen stepping on out was a little bit of an issue right here for Einstein, as he wanted to get the scatter, the export, and that monolith as well. So we start our Lalo very early on, and because of the fact we started our Lalo, these ice golems were the next closest thing for the queen to reach, rather than keeping on going. So they're starting your Lalo a little bit earlier just to negate that queen pathing, ensuring she goes where she needs to go. It's absolutely massive right here. So the queen can now deal with these ice golems as well. Blimp early coming on in for that town hall. Rage tower gets activated there as well. So now the queen can pick off this scatter, she can pick off the expo, she can also pick off this monolith eventually as well. We rage up that blimp as well. We find the tornado trap. It's not the end of the world. We freeze the multi-archer and the town hall right here. Town hall will go down. Queen did not want to go for that monolith, so we send a couple of more balloons on the back end, hoping that we can kind of take down the monolith. If not, somewhat tank for it until the remainder of the troops come back and take it down. So this is something that we wanted to actually highlight right here, what Einstein did. He sent a couple of minions in with his balloons, and what that happened is it was a little bit of extra taking damage that allowed the loons to take the monolith down, because without those minions the loons wouldn't have gone down. Again, another very important thing for any sort of Lalo attack is the fact that you have to have your cleanup down anywhere that the balloons take care of all of these defenses. We still have the RC who's locked onto a king at the moment, The queen as well with that healer puppet, a great piece of equipment to use with Lalo. But the Lalo was ideally very bog standard, very easy. This one was some clockwise Lalo, getting the job done very quickly and not allowing the balloons to pop in and out or kind of split. We had one set path, and that's the path that the balloons took to allow for maximum efficiency. Okay guys, so I wanted to throw in this base right here as well, because I've noticed we see this base a lot in Legends League, and it can be very tedious and annoying for some people, especially with the double Invis legend meta at the moment. So I thought I'd throw in a double Invis tower base right here, just to give you guys a little bit more of an understanding of how to kind of take down these double Invis towers, especially if you see this base right here, what you kind of want to aim for. So right here we quake over the invisibility tower, but it gives us accessibility to pick off potentially a scatter, invis, an export, a monolith as well. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We get one scatter, we get one export, we get one invis tower and the monolith, which is a really solid value for zap spells right there as well. Queen over at the 3 o'clock side this time, because we've noticed all the heroes are at 3 o'clock side of the base, which is going to make it a lot easier to take them down with the assistance of the ice golem, push on forward and get the job done. Because now that we can take down these heroes, we don't have to realistically worry about deploying headhunters, catching them in the warden ability. We can deal with those very quickly. So what we end up deciding to do is we send the blimp over from the around about 8 o'clock side of the base. What this is going to do is also going to activate that invisibility tower, but at the same time it's going to allow our balloons to step in forward and pick off these multi-target inferno towers very easily on at the 9 and the 6 o'clock side of the base. Unfortunately, the 6 o'clock side balloons do not get the inferno, which is fine. But what we're doing right here, we're kind of surgically deploying our loons so that we can get maximum efficiency, picking off these defenses as quickly as possible, because we have got a lot of troops still remaining and there's not really too many more defenses left. Once we get into that ego compartment, because of all of the expos being on ground, which is one thing you need to kind of take into account. If there's a lot of ground expos, you're going to see there's going to be a lot of value for your Lalo, because those expos, the extra DPS not hitting your troops is going to be an added bonus. He's got plenty of balloons left. Lava Hounds have not been popped. He was able to swag a free spell because he knows he's able to get the job done with the zaps and the heroes getting so much of the base down. And this is another great example of how you can 3-star and use this army at Townhall 16 to get the job done. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Daily content available on the Synchronic Gaming YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.